name is Amber Riedl. I'm from OHKW Klimajobs. We're an initiative based in Berlin, Germany. I'm the co-founder of this company, and today I'm here representing 3 European level projects in skills development in renewable energy. First, HeatCraftHP. It's a project working on developing learning materials for installers specifically related to hydraulics, which we've identified as one of the most difficult areas in the sector. Also Renew It, which is a project doing collective self-retrofit projects, helping homeowners work on refitting their buildings themselves. And finally, Reskill for Net Zero, which is developing a very wide framework for skills development across the EU with training curriculums and career paths. So I am now a specialist in the area of heat pumps, which is great because that's actually the thing that brought me into this space to begin with. So I started to become fascinated with heat pumps in around 2020, 2021. And I thought this was just after I had sold my startup and I was looking to, what would be my next step in my career. And I thought, okay, I can do anything. What's something that's really going to need me? And I stumbled upon heat pumps as a technology, and I thought, okay, this is crazy that this like magic technology exists, but that we don't have it everywhere yet. And I started to get then really deep into this topic of, why don't we actually have heat pumps everywhere? Why is it not more adopted? And the answer that I got at the time was there's not enough installers. So that's sort of the problem that I chose then to fix. So skills development is crucial because we cannot do the energy transition without more people. And currently we don't have enough people who are skilled in the things we need to deploy the technologies that we need, which means we're not advancing quickly enough to meet our goals towards net zero. I think there's a couple of different ways to look at that. And one is we can work on training, more people to do the same types of jobs which we've been doing, or we can start training a wider group of people to do more specialized bits and pieces of jobs. We can get people to work on more DIY-based projects, and just think about opening the space in general, getting more people doing hands-on work. So the Bright Her campaign, let's say, I almost never worked in a job that was already existing. Almost my whole life, I created some sort of job for myself, thinking about what could be needed and how I could sort of create a solution to that. And I think it's really important, especially when we're thinking about new technologies, new skills, that we bring that kind of energy to our projects and that people see, okay, I also want to join, I want to contribute, I want to do something, and think about what's interesting for them, what they could bring to it, instead of maybe just thinking, this is a role for me, or this is a role, but I don't have all the qualifications that's needed for it. I think we need a lot more people to just jump into things, let's say, without feeling that they're ready or without feeling that they're qualified, and just try their best. And I'd say that's it's sort of like the red line of my career path, is sort of just jumping into something and, trying my best and having like a good attitude and a good intention and hoping it works out.